What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Handles. My name is Lorenzo, and if learning from mistakes combined with fantastic storytelling is what you're about, you're in the right spot. Go ahead and take a seat. So before we jump into the story, don't forget you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and/or Twitter. And if you want more handles, you can go directly to the website. Get all the handles you can receive. Also, if you have not subscribed to this channel, don't forget to subscribe, hit that alert so you can hear all the information that comes out and all the new items, as well as hit that thumbs up because you are going to like what you hear. Question of the day. What was the last rose you received or presented to someone? What was it for? The last rose you either received or you presented to someone. Well, there's a secret that I haven't told you guys that I probably should have told you from the very beginning, but I was slightly embarrassed to do so. Why, I don't know. But I guess now is a good time as any. Everyone has a grip on life. Everybody feels like they have a handle. Afraid to share the mistakes. The stories are what connect us. They are the key. We're running out of time. So as I mentioned before, there was something I haven't really told you guys from the very beginning that I want to make sure I get out of the way. Slightly embarrassing. So here we go. I am probably the least romantic person you have ever met in your life. I can't get romance right to save my life. Like, I have tried a little bit of everything, and I have never been able to figure out the whole romance side of dating. I struggle with it. I don't know if it's an emotional thing. I don't know if I just don't pay much attention. I don't know if I even listen that much. I don't know what it is. But for whatever reason, romancing anyone has never been my strong suit. So just for a note, if you do have some slight feedback that maybe you give me about romancing, put it in the comments. Maybe I could use that a little bit later on. With that said, it's Valentine's. It is Valentine's Day and I'm in high school. And I am in a relationship. Yeah, like everybody else, right? So I'm in a relationship in high school, and my girlfriend at the time, named Marie, is extremely fun to be around. Cool person, never had any issue with her. However, Valentine's Day was always kind of iffy. Now, Marie's known me for a few years up to this point, so she already knows that I may not get her anything. If I do, I'll probably fall on my face about it. Those type of things, right? So she's already come to me to say, look, Lo, don't try to do anything crazy. It is what it is. You are who you are. Okay. So I took that and I embraced it, and I was actually kind of excited about it because it kind of took a load off my shoulders, but that's not important. What's important is when we go to school, especially on Valentine's Day, you know what it's like in high school. You got people walking through the hallway with their dates, and they got them all kinds of stuff, and they're just doing all this PDA randomness. Now let me back up. One thing else you guys need to know when it comes to me is that when it comes to PDA, I've never really been very good with that. I've been slightly horrible. Let's call it what it is. To be perfectly honest with you, I probably suck with the DA part too. I mean, just displaying affection, period, has just never really been my thing. So I got to work on that stuff too. Put those in the comments. With that said, it's tough to see Marie walk down the hallway, right? She's going to her locker. I'm getting ready to walk her to her locker and we can meet up together. And it's tough to see her knowing that she's walking past her friends, everybody else, and they got all this stuff. Now, you're probably going to say what all this stuff combines with, or what details in all this stuff, right? Well, I'll tell you that too. I call them the 2 C's, the 2 B's, and the F. Yeah. If you already know what this is, just let me know. If you don't know what the 2 B's, the 2 C's, and the F is, raise your hand. I'll pretend like somebody did. So we'll start with the B's. The B's are very simple. And remember, this is Valentine's Day, and maybe when it comes to birthdays. 2 B's are very simple. The first B is a bear. some type of teddy bear, right? Can't go wrong there. The second B are balloons. So bears and balloons, Valentine's Day and or birthdays, right? So let's slide over. The 2 C's. You're probably excited about that. One of my favorite, which you've already known if you've seen some of my weaknesses, then you already know the first C is candy. The second C I'm actually pretty good with. That's a card. But we're gonna shoot for something different this year because that F is for flowers. So congratulations, I just taught you something. 2 B's, 2 C's, and an F. Bears, balloons, candies, cards, and flowers. If you could nail at least 3 out of those 5, you're in good company. But unfortunately, you're not in the best company right now because I just told you I failed in all 5 throughout my entire life. So, this specific year, just looking at Marie walk down the hallway and see her face drop because everybody else has something, I was gonna make a change. Damn right. This is the year. I'm gonna make a change. So if I'm gonna get any advice about how to be romantic, I'm gonna go to the experts. And who are the experts? You haven't really met them yet, but it's the clique. It's the group of fellas that I've grown up with since I was 10 years old. Oh yeah. And let me tell you, they're not romantic either. But at the time, I thought it was a good idea to at least go to them to get some feedback. So as I continue to talk to them about what I should do and them giving me bad advice, I realized I was on my own. So I chose one thing that I wanted to go for. This year was gonna be flowers. Oh yeah, flowers. And since I was in a good mood, I was also gonna dump one of the C's in there. Now I couldn't do the candy because candy is kind of my weakness. And I figured since the last few years when I had gotten her candy, I was the one that ended up eating it. So I couldn't go that route anymore. So we're gonna go to the card. Flowers and card. Oh yeah, we got a plan. We got a plan. So now that we know what we're gonna get, the flowers and card, I gotta be able to figure out how I'm gonna present it to her. Now mind you, we're already at school, second period to be exact. So I gotta use my brain, and it hits me while I'm in one of the classes that I didn't give a damn about. I said, why don't I give it to her at work? Marie was a hustler, she already had a job, and I knew she had to go to work right after school. No problem. That's when I'll hit her with it. I'll get her the candy and the flowers after school. Bam. She's gonna be excited. 1, she's gonna be excited because she knows damn well I don't normally do it. 2, she's probably just gonna be happy that I've even attempted it. And 3, if I get this right, if she's already fallen for me so far, imagine how she'll feel now. So that is the plan. Candy card, after school, at work. So now I had to think about when I was gonna give it to her after work. It had to be a surprise. And I didn't want to go into the job and do like everybody else does. No. You know, that's what everybody does. I'm not about that. I'm different, clearly. So I already thought about it going into my next period, which would be 3rd period, which happened to be 2 back-to-back classes that I didn't give a damn about. So at this point I said, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it on her car. Yep. Now, I'll stop you there, because I know most of you are going to say that's the stupidest idea ever. But I would remind you to rewind if you need to, and go back to the fact that I told you I was the worst when it comes to romance. Let's get back to the story. So it was easy, right? Because I already knew what her license plate looked like. I knew exactly what her car looked like. I'd be able to find it, put it on there, escape. And then she would call me later on and say, oh, Lo, you're so romantic, you're so cool, this, that, and the other, you're the shit, right? That's the whole plan. So I head to the store, I look at the flowers, and I don't know what flowers to get, and it's not like I'm bankrolling right now with all type of money, so I'm trying to think to myself what kind of flowers I would get. But one of my partners told me, Lo, don't go out and get something that you would get. Be thinking about something she would want. But Marie never told me what kind of flowers she liked, probably because she knew I wasn't good at guessing on them anyways. So I was going to ask the lady at the register, what do you think? Valentine's Day, I'm in a rush, what do you think? She says, oh, cannot go wrong with roses. I said, okay, how much do roses cost? She said, a dozen? Oh, not that bad. 50 bucks. 50 bucks? Fuck out of here. I'm not paying 50 bucks for roses. I may think about it for candy, but I'm damn sure not paying 50 bucks for roses. But something in my mind said, it's about Marie. It's about Marie. Here's your 50. Give me the roses. So flowers, check. Now I go get the card. I go find a card that looks slightly ridiculous, something that kind of swings my personality into the fold. I put some ridiculous in the card, sign and seal it, and I'm off to the job. No. I didn't have a job at that point. She did. Don't forget, she did. So I'm off to her job. So I get there, look for the car. There it is. I get to the car, I pull out, I look ridiculous with these roses in this car, but it's okay because it's for Marie. I go over to the car and I think to myself, I could just put this shit on the windshield or on the top. Maybe I can put it in the handle, her car handle. No, I can't put it in the door handle. Where am I gonna put this at? I didn't think it all the way through, right? I'm kind of nervous at this point. People walking past me and looking at me like, I look ridiculous, I'm sure, but that's not important. It's for Marie and I have to keep remembering it. Then it hits me because I dropped my keys. When I drop my keys and I lean down to pick them up, perfect. Ding, ding, ding. I'm gonna put the roses and the card underneath her car by the front tire. Because when she takes her keys out to put into the door, she's gonna have to look down. And when she looks down, she's gonna see those roses and she's gonna see that card that says Marie on top, and she's gonna fall for me even more. I am killing it, right? I know at this moment that I have figured out the romance thing. I got it under control. So that's what I do. I put it underneath the car. I leave a little bit out so at least she'd be able to see the red roses and stuff like that. So I leave a little bit out. I put the card on top and I am ecstatic. I go get my car, I drive to the crib and I sit by the phone. Right? I sit by the phone. Because at this point, I know once she sees all this, she's gonna call me and ask me to marry her. That's what she's gonna do. Not that I was ready for that at the point, but that's what she's gonna do. I can't wait. I know she gets off work at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock comes around. No call. 8:05 comes around. No call. 8:15, no call. 8:30, no call. I'm nervous, I'm calling right now. I pick up the phone and call. I said, Marie, what's really good? She says, just chilling, just getting home. Work was pretty cool. I said, whoa. All due respect, I don't give a shit about work. Did you want to tell me anything? Is there anything you want to share with me? She said, yeah, I'm telling you about work. Why? What did you do? I said, well, I left you something at the job. She said, oh, you didn't have to do that, Lo. I know that's not who you are and it's no big deal and I'm okay. I don't need anything. I said, no, you don't understand. I left something for you at the job. She said, well, nobody gave me anything. I said, no. I left it on your car in the parking lot. She said, there wasn't a damn thing on my car. I said, no. I left it underneath your car in the parking lot. And you didn't see it? She said, no, I don't remember anything. So I'm freaking out. I just told you I had to literally go through my whole wallet to get these damn flowers. So I said, don't worry about it, Marie. Let me call you back. I go hop in the ride and I drive over there. And on my drive over there, it starts pouring like from nowhere, as if it couldn't get any worse. It starts just raining from everywhere. Oh my God, you know that sideways rain? I mean, come on, man. So it takes me an extra 5 minutes just to get to the job. I get to her job, I go to the parking spot, I get out, I'm drenched because I'm sitting out there and I look down, there's nothing there but one little simple red petal. Nothing else is there. I get back in the car, I get on the phone, I said, Marie, I know it's raining outside, but can you do me a huge favor? Can you go look at the driver's side front wheel and tell me if you see anything stuck to that? She said, yeah, hold on a second. She goes outside, she says, oh, I see some red stuff. I can't really tell what it is, but it's kind of smeared around the tire. That's all I see. So my heart drops, along with the wallet that is now empty from buying them damn roses. And she says, Lo, what did you get? I said, well, I guess there's no point in keeping it from you now. I got you a dozen roses and a card. And she said, oh, Lo, that is so sweet. Even though I didn't get it, and I can't prove that you actually did it, I want you to know that I'm proud of you. and I care about you even more. On the other side of the phone, my face just dropped. And right then and there, I told myself, at that moment, at that time, and forever moving forward, that will be the last rose. You know, when I think about it, the whole time I had my answer, right? Maybe I'm not the best with romance, but she clearly knew that. And anybody else that's been in my life knows that as well too up to this point. So if I would have just stayed in my lane and been who I was, I would have never had that issue. Now I know most of you are thinking, Lo, you're more concerned about the money you spent on the roses. And you're goddamn right, because those roses cost a lot of damn money, and I'd never gotten a dozen roses before that point, and I'll never get them again. But I'm happy that at least Marie kind of understands that I did go out of my way for that. So do me a huge favor. Don't wait for Valentine's to try to be romantic. You don't have to get the 2 B's. You don't have to get the 2 C's. You don't even have to get the F. Just keep it simple. I'm pretty sure it'll work out a lot better for you than it did for me. Thanks for joining another episode of Handles. I sure hope this added value. If it did, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to hit that alert button. And of course, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Remember, you can follow me on all the social media channels. And worst come to worst, just hit the website. I'd love to hear from you. I'll catch you guys next time, right here on Handles.